ago, in a quiet village surrounded by forests and rivers, lived two sisters named Mangita and Lina in a small wooden cottage. Though they shared the same home, their hearts were very different. Mangita was gentle, patient, and hardworking. Whenever she had free time, she helped at her father's fruit stall and took care of the house with love. Lina, on the other hand, cared only for her own enjoyment. She loved wandering by the river, admiring her reflection, brushing her long hair, and whispering proudly, "I am far more beautiful than my sister." One day, their father left on a long journey and did not return. Mangita felt deep sadness, but Lina secretly felt relieved. "Now I can spend all my time by the river," she thought happily. With their father gone, Mangita worked even harder. Every morning she cleaned the cottage, cooked warm meals, washed clothes, and cared for the animals. Lina did nothing but create trouble. She scattered dirt across the floors and secretly cooled the soup Mangita had just prepared. When Mangita noticed, she asked gently, "Why is the soup cold again? And why is the house dirty?" Lina shrugged and replied carelessly, "Maybe the animals did it." One afternoon, Lina wandered into the forest and picked unripe berries, tossing the rest into the river. Suddenly, she met a frail old woman leaning on a stick. "My child," the woman said softly, "I haven't eaten all day. Could you spare me some fruit?" Lina handed her the sour berries with a fake smile. "These are delicious," she lied. As soon as the woman ate them, she became ill. Holding her stomach, she sighed, "They are not sweet, but thank you anyway." The old woman collapsed from weakness. Later that day, Mangita came through the forest gathering vegetables. She saw the sick woman and rushed to help her. She brought her home, cleaned her wounds, and made warm soup and healing tea. Lina complained, "Why did you bring her here? She smells awful." Mangita replied firmly, "She is unwell. We must care for her." But Lina secretly poured out the soup and spoiled the tea. When Mangita asked, Lina denied everything. After several days, the old woman recovered. Before leaving, she smiled warmly at Mangita and said, "You have a pure heart. If you ever fall ill, eat these blueberries, and they will restore your strength." Time passed, and Mangita grew exhausted from endless work. One day, she became sick and weak. She asked Lina to bring the blueberries, but Lina had already eaten them. "There are none left," Lina said coldly. "Perhaps the birds took them." Mangita's condition worsened. While Lina admired herself at the river again, the old woman appeared once more. "Where is your sister?" she asked. Lina lied without hesitation. "She went away." "Why do you care?" The woman sensed the truth and hurried to the cottage. When she saw Mangita pale and trembling, tears filled her eyes. At that moment, Lina laughed from outside. Suddenly, the old woman transformed into a glowing fairy. "I tested your hearts," the fairy said. "Kindness was rewarded. Cruelty was revealed." Lina demanded, "You owe me. Make me the most beautiful girl in the world." Instead, the fairy waved her wand. Lina's hair twisted into rough vines, crawling with insects. Horrified, Lina ran to the river, but her reflection frightened her even more. The fairy fed Mangita a blueberry, and she immediately regained her strength. With another wave of the wand, The cottage became a magnificent palace. Mangita gasped in awe, but then shook her head. What good is a palace without my sister? She asked gently. I don't want riches. I want my family whole again. The fairy smiled. Your heart is truly golden. She turned the palace back into the cottage and restored Lina's hair. Lina burst into tears and hugged her sister. I was wrong, she said. Please forgive me. I promise to change. From that day on, Lina learned that true happiness comes from kindness, and life is most beautiful when goodness is shared. Kindness brings lasting rewards, and true happiness grows when we care for others.